welcome. This is Ruth, and today I'm going to incorporate lots of the new products from Tonic Studios. I've already done a little video very recently. I'll link that down in the description of this one and you can check it out, but you might be surprised at some of the really beautiful things that Tonic have just brought onto their website lately. We've got some gorgeous glitter card. This is ombre glitter card, some beautiful dies, and then lots and lots of bits and pieces from Little Birdie. And I'm going to incorporate lots of these because, let's face it, it's not every day you want to spend a long time making cards. Some days you just want to make a quick card, but you can actually involve all of these things together and sort of hit it halfway if you want. Anyway, just watch along and see. But if you want to hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to be kept up to date with lots of these, because I'm going to give you lots of inspiration of how you can incorporate lots of these things together. So don't forget to do that. Now, I've got a little card here to start off with. This is an A2 card, and then I've got this gorgeous die set. Now, this is the Fancy Floral Layering Die and Stencil set. So you'll get a stencil set in there. Whoops. There it is. And this die set is absolutely perfect for lots and lots of occasions. I've got something attached there. Right, there it is. Now, I've taken some dies out of that to use here, and look at that. There's big dies in it and smaller dies, and that beautiful oval. It's kind of a lozenge shape, I think. But you will get so much use out of that. And I have used it along with some of the Under the Sea ombre glitter card. And I'll show you here. I have just laid down this beautiful scallop on top of the card so that it's covering this. Now, I could just decide I wanted to pick this piece here and have it almost all the one colour, or move it up the card like that. That's the beauty of this one. But I've laid it here so that I've got it going from light to dark. So that's this one from that die set that I've just shown you. It's got a little scallop on it. This is the resulting card, the die cut here, because I have then used this one, which doesn't have any outside or inside cutting edges, so that really just cut this pattern into it. And then I took the smaller shape and die cut that out of the center. Now, I'm not going to use that piece on this card, but it's really beautiful, so I'm going to keep that aside and I'll use that for something else. But the card that I wanted to make today just involved a little frame on here, so that's going to go on there. And then I've taken this beautiful Sunshine and Lemonade 82 piece ephemera set, and look in there. I've already got other pieces left out that I'm going to use in other cards, but there's so much that you can pick and choose from there. And this little packet is really colourful. So I've picked out some of those, but I'll go ahead and glue this little frame on first with my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive and my little precision nozzle for getting it all in the right place. I actually wanted this card to have quite a bit of white showing, but it's going to be really colourful as well. And I've picked out this gorgeous little toucan from the ephemera set, and I'm going to glue that on just round about here. I've got the hello, and I just want to sort of overlap one part of that. So I'll go ahead. I don't want to cover this up, the writing up here, but I want to keep this over to the right and down to the bottom. And then I'll balance it up here with one of the lovely butterflies and add some other bits and pieces in as well. Out two of these beautiful little butterflies, and they match in with this ombre glitter card really well. They've also got not only the colour but glitter in the centre of them, and you can see here with this one I've already just gone ahead and put two little creases so that I've got a little flat area in the centre here, and this one's going to go down here. So I'm just going to put glue down that centre part and set it on here. Again, we don't want to cover the wording, but you want a little bit of dimension. That is so pretty. And then to balance that, I'm going to put this other one up at the top of the card up here. And then, now there are actually lots of little butterflies. I'm going to put that there. Yeah, just about there. Lots of little butterflies and flowers in that ephemera set. But I really like the look of these little dimensional flowers here. So these are handmade little birdie flowers as well, and I'll have the little link down below for these as well. I'll have my affiliate links for everything that I've used down below in the description of this video. These have a tiny little bead in the centre, and it just gives a lovely bit of dimension. So I'm going to sort of sprinkle, shall we say, a few of these around the card. One last little flower down there. And what do you think? Isn't that so pretty? I really love the look of the die cut on that, because I think I really love these ephemera and pre-cut things for when I'm in a hurry, but I still like to do a bit of die cutting as well, so incorporating them both together just really floats my boat, and I hope you enjoy it too. Now I'll go on to some of the others, because I've got some others already left out here. For my next card, I've started off with a 5x7 card base, and then you can see I've actually gone ahead with the same die set that I've just used. So that's the fancy floral layering die set again, and I've cut out this beautiful big scalloped rectangle, and that is from the Kaleidoscope of Colour Ombre Glitter card. Now you can see where I've already cut pieces off that, and that's just the beauty of this, that you can lay your dies just wherever you want on there and get the effect that you want. And it's so beautiful, you don't want to cover all of that up. Now, I thought that that might look like a sort of a sunset with the sea below it, this way. And then if you turn it this way, it's the sky with a sort of a hazy background of the beautiful summer sun as well. So I'm going to have it this way. I'll attach that on, and then I've got another little piece. Now, it's not exactly the same as the one I used on my last card. This time I've just gone for the plain outside edge without the scallop on it. So you can see it's a little different here, and then I haven't cut the inside out of that one, and I'm going to layer that up, and then I'll add some pieces on top of that. You can see there I've laid my big stamping block on top of that just to leave it aside, and that holds the glue in place until it dries, because whenever you're adding smooth card onto the top of glitter card, it takes just a little bit extra time, not too long, but I'm going to leave that while that's attaching and go on to something else here. So I've picked out some more of this beautiful ephemera pack, and I've got this little jar with a straw and some lemons in it, and then I took this little die. Now this and the other die that I'm going to use here are from this bottoms up die set. This is all sorts of you can see here glasses and jars and jugs and all sorts of things, bottles and whatnot, and little extra pieces as well. And that's a fabulous little die set. You can see how many different things you can do with that there. There's 49 dies in that one. I'll link that down below if you're interested as well. So I have used this little umbrella, and I've cut it out of the ombre glitter card, and I've just cut it from the sort of orange part. I made a little slit in the top of this, and I'm going to pop that little umbrella down in there, just like so. And then I'll glue that in at the back. Or as I sometimes do, I just put a little bit of double-sided tape across there, and that holds it really well. So now I can actually see through this acrylic block, so that I can see exactly where I want to lay the stuff while I'm working at it. So I'll put that there. Then I've taken two more dies from that lovely bottoms up set. So that's this one and this one, and I've cut those both out together in the beautiful card here. This is the new one as well, so I'm going to show you this pack. It's very bright. This is Bejeweled Blue, and it's iridescent mirror card. So it's just fantastic for this card here. I've cut that out, and then I've obviously then the little centerpiece has been taken out of that with this die. So I've got that to use again. It's right here. But I have cut that same die out so that it looks like I've got something else in my glass here. And again, two-tone, so it's really beautiful. And I can pop that in behind there. I'm going to layer all of these up in a moment or two. Now I've got You Are My Sunshine on a Cloudy Day. That's from the ephemera pack. I'm going to add some of the little Craft Perfect 3D foam pads onto the back of that. And then I'm going to start attaching all of this, and I'll be adding some little butterflies and lots of bits and pieces from here, and some little flowers as well from here. There's so many bits and pieces of different fruits and lemons, strawberries and watermelons, everything there. I'm tempted to add them all on, but I really don't want to cover too much of this up because that card, the actual glitter card, is just really, really beautiful on there. So I've added some 3D foam pads onto the backs of some of these little ephemera pieces, and I'm adding them on there. This is the You're My Sunshine on a Cloudy Day, and I'm going to pop that up here. It's got to have a butterfly, and this little flower is going to go on too. And there you are. What do you think? I really, really love incorporating the die cuts along with the ephemera. It just gives that extra little handmade finished look to it instead of just adding one or the other. I love it. Let me know down in the comments what you think, if you enjoy that, and also let me know what you think about all this. Sometimes I don't go as colourful as this in cards, but I'm really, really loving this. I really wanted to move on to something else, but I can't just move away from that ephemera pack because it's so gorgeous and there's so much scope with it. So I'm back with another one, and this one's going to have flamingos on it. And you might actually notice, if you check this one out, that I've added a few little bits and pieces on here, just two actually. I thought that needed You're My Sunshine on a Cloudy Day. I've put that there, and I haven't added this on yet. I'm just going to add it on now. A beautiful little lollipop. You can still see plenty of the beautiful glitter card in there, but I thought that just made a lovely extra addition on that. So I hope you like that one too. I thought it was finished, but sometimes that happens. Now I have got a lovely die set here that I've had so much use out of, and this is called Wonderful Windows Alpine View Die Set. And there's loads and loads of things in there, beautiful shutters. I'll link to the video that I have on that particular die set down below in the description of this one. But shutters, windows, curtains, all sorts of things there. But I have taken this lovely die, if I could lift it, this lovely die here. It's a beautiful shape. It actually is the surrounding area for this one, and you can cut this lovely thing out with it here. I have cut that out in some beautiful iridescent mirror card, and this is called Rainbow Hues. Now there's the full card there with this piece cut out. There's all the different colours and the different colourway on it. And again, I wanted it just like this. So I have probably bored you senseless before by saying that I never glue mirror card down onto my card because I do think you get a slight little ripple. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this with some double-sided tape. I'm sorry, I was thinking about something else. I was thinking I should have told you first too that whenever you put your die onto the card here, do not run the full sheet through your die cutting machine because sometimes your plates can mark the rest of this. So you'll want to cut off the piece just around your die and then run that through, and then that will give you a perfect piece, and you'll have a perfect rest of the sheet ready to use for your next project. So now I can go ahead and attach that directly on there. Now we're going for the lovely flamingos this time, and they're going to stand about there, and I do want them just to come off this because again you can see I'm just trying not to cover this whole area up. So I'm gluing on top of the mirror card this time, so it's fine to use glue. Just make sure it doesn't sort of seep out. Make sure you don't put too much because it can be a little tricky, a little messy just to rub off if you've put too much on. Oh, they're so cute. Now I've got Hello Sunshine, and I'm going to put that probably about here. I always like these things to, do you know, I'm going to put that in 3D foam pads. I like these things to sort of come off the edges of these and not just be all totally incorporated inside. So that's why I sort of take a minute or two just to check and well, get the right placement before I attach them down. So there we have it, and this will go on here, and then I'm going to build up some other little bits and pieces around it from this ephemera pack. But again, I just love how you can incorporate that die set along with the pre-cut elements as well. Now I have taken, you probably have seen them here already, two little clouds. So there's a bigger one and a smaller one, and they're from the same Alpine View Wonderful Windows set. So I've got those here, and they are going to go up here as well, along with my sun, which I think, along with my sun, that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But that's going up there somewhere, yes, about there, and then we'll have the clouds. I'm going to also add some bits and pieces in behind here. I'm not too sure just how many of them I'm going to add yet, but that's why I like having 3D foam pads on here, because I can sort of slip bits and pieces down inside there as well. So I'll go ahead and add this. Now I've taken an A6 card this time, and I've put some amber yellow card on, and then a layer of white on top of that. And then this time again I'm going to incorporate some dies and die cuts along with the embellishments. So I've gone to the Scribbles and Textures die set. This has some really lovely scribbles and textures inside it, and I thought this one was really beautiful, and it would work really well with the little bees and the handmade embellishments. So I have cut this out. I'm going to just let you have a little look at the rest of the dies in there, because that's a really useful one as well. That lovely little brick one would be beautiful behind those little windows as well. Anyhow, I have cut this out twice from the same card that I used for the last card there, the same iridescent mirror card, and that is Rainbow Hues. That's what it is. So there we are. I have cut that out again, and I've got some of the little pieces in the back. So while that die cut was still in the die, I didn't want all of the pieces left in, but I actually ran some double-sided tape. You can see that there. This is a really easy way of keeping some of those in. Double-sided tape down over the back of them, and then just turn it over. The rest will fall out, and you can keep them, use them again if you want, or if you even want to add some more in afterwards. So I've got a little bit of gold, and then it's going into an ambery kind of colour there. And what I want to do is glue one up here, and then the other one down here, just like that. And then I might add some more bits of this little pieces that fell out into the centre here. So I'm going to take my little precision nozzle on my deluxe adhesive, because that's really handy for projects like this. We only need tiny bits of glue, and I'll go ahead and glue these on first, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do next. So now I've taken this little Be Happy from this handmade embellishment set, and I'm going to pop that right into the centre. It's already got a 3D little foam pad on the back of that, and that's going there. Then I'm coming over to these ones with the little beehives, and I've already got two setting on the outside of the packet. The rest are all inside, but I already lifted two out and set them up there. And I'm putting one up there and one down here. I think that's really enough on there, so all I'm going to do is add a few more of these back inside these little apertures here, because some of them just look like they need a little bit of extra inside. Lift them up with tweezers and just pop them right in there, and I think that's going to look really lovely. I added far more of those in than I really intended to at the start, but I think I was just enjoying it because they're sort of random in there. They've got all the different colours from the rainbow card, and I just picked up one and stuck it in, and another one and another one, and they are pretty random, all apart from this area here and the ones that were already in it. But what do you think? Do you like that one too? Now I'm moving on to a different little set. So I've got another A2 card, and I've made a little oval, and this is from the beautiful ombre card, glitter card again, and this one is called Oyster Luster. And look how that goes from light to dark, even on that little die cut. This is cut out again with the Fancy Floral Layering die set, and that's going on there. And then I've taken one of these little handmade window embellishments, and you can see that there, the little pack of 2, and I've got one here and the gorgeous little flowers on the bottom of it. And I was going to set that straight on there, but I actually think it would be really, really nice on top of this. This is Blushing Mermaid card, and it goes from a beautiful green to a sort of a corally colour, and I thought that coral just matched that really, really nicely. I am going to set that right on top there, and then just trim around it so that it's exactly the same size. Even if it's a little smaller, it doesn't matter. I'll cut this off just this way first of all. And then I'll trim it down to size. Now that's going to go on there, and I'm going to add some of these little bricks in here. So this is a little die that comes in the same little set that I've been using before here. So this is the Scribbles and Textures die set, and there's a lovely little brick die in there, and I'm going to put that in behind the window on both sides there. I'll glue all of this together first. Because I just put the double-sided tape down in the back of that and not right out to the sides, that means that I can slip this in here. I've actually trimmed a little bit of it off, but I can go ahead and just slip it in behind that on both sides there. I've stamped out Sending Hugs, and that's from a little stamp set which was called Simply Sentiments, and I've just cut that off in white. I didn't add any background onto it because I didn't want it to overpower the rest of the lovely card there. And then this little element up at the top is just one of the little smaller dies that's in the same set, the Scribbles die set that this came from here. So I don't really want to add anything else to that because I think it's really, really beautiful, and I love that iridescent mirror card in there. So that's that one finished as well. Now that's all the cards I'm going to make in this video, but as you know, if you've seen my other video detailing all the new products, I'll be back with more because there's so many different things there. I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media in another one of the videos showing you how to use some of the other stuff as well. Maybe not even on cards, it'll be on a little canvas or whatever. So do come back and check that out as well. I'd love you to see those. I'd also love you to check out the video where I show you all these in depth, because I do give quite a few ideas and things as I go along through that. But this is really, really beautiful. It's a new thing to Tonic, and I'm enjoying it, and I really do think you will as well. So let me know in the comments down below, is this something that you've used before, or is it something that you would really like to try? Are you new to it, or are you an old hand at this? Have you been doing it for a long time? But either way, I really love the way that you can just use ephemera, toppers, whatever, all little already cut pieces, and add them to your die cuts. And the beautiful card, this lovely ombre glitter card, and the mirror card here, the iridescent mirror card, it all just sets all of these lovely pieces off. So thank you very, very much for watching. Don't forget again that my affiliate links for everything that I've used will be down below in the description of this video. So that gets me a little commission on the sales that you make, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. And subscribing to my channel doesn't cost you anything either. That's all free. but it does actually mean a lot to my channel and it helps me along, so thank you very, very much. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and leave me a little comment. And hopefully I'll see you again soon with more, and I hope you do come back and have another look. In the meantime, happy crafting. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.